I think we're live. Let me know, everybody, if you can hear me and see me. I'm pretty sure we are. We are going a little bit early this morning. It is actually 8:52 my time, so I'm about 8 minutes early this morning. But I just wanted to get in here and just get the stream started because I love chit-chatting with you guys on a Sunday morning. So let me know in the chat if the audio and the film footage, video, face camera thing, whatever you want to call it, looks good. I am seeing some like color distortion coming through. I'm working on getting a new webcam into the fish room here. So maybe one day soon we'll be getting that. It's just really, it's a lot of money that has to go into building that kind of stuff. Or buying that kind of stuff, and that's why I appreciate the members, because you guys are funding that system, setup. So I really like it. Thank you all so much. I think this morning we're at 8 members, which is awesome. I love each and every one of you. Thank you guys so much, and I am very sorry for the members who couldn't get onto the stream yesterday. I tried on Friday, and YouTube had like a little pop-up that said like YouTube members only streams are currently in construction, beta form, whatever, and it didn't work. So I tried again yesterday, and same situation. So we'll try again for this week and make sure we can get you guys taken care of. Let me actually change the chat box here because I don't like the way that looks. Let me know if the audio is a little bit crisper today for you guys. I did change it up a little bit. So I added a little bit more oomph to my voice because I am a pretty quiet talker. So let me know if it helped you guys at all. So let me say good morning to some people. We got Rico in the house. He was the first one in here. Good morning, Rico. We got Amy from Sand Creek Aquatics. We got Blake Gordon. We got Seth over at Because You're Fish. We got Big J's. We got Sharon Miller. Good morning, Sharon. We've got Lisa Perez. Good morning. We've got X Scully. Good to see ya. We've got Maintails, Furs, and Fins. Good morning. And she's asking a question. Does anyone know if fenbendazole will hurt my peacock gudgeons? I need to treat for hydra. Actually, that is like the most common dewormer medication on the market. So I think you should be okay. Just make sure you do a little bit of research on the dosing requirements before you put anything in your tank. But that should get rid of that hydra real quick. Let me try to change maybe my... It's having a hard time staying on me this morning, which is weird. I don't like that. Yeah, we'll stick with that one. Oh well, you'll get some zoom in, zoom out until we can get a new setup in here for the live streams. But yeah, you should be fine with bendazole to treat the hydra in your tank, but it should be perfectly fine with your peacock gudgeons. I've treated fenbendazole in almost every tank that I get, just to make sure that all the worms and parasites are out of their bodies and haven't had any issues. Just be careful with shrimp and snails, I believe, are the only two things you really have to worry about with that. We've got a couple more people coming in. We've got Anthony's Fishy Friends. Good morning, Anthony. Got lots of people coming in. I appreciate it, everybody. We got Tiffany White. Good morning, Tiffany. Good to see you. Yeah, we got lots of people saying good morning. So, like normal, I don't have a topic. I just kind of wanted to do my normal Sunday morning live stream, hang out with all of you guys, get the morning started right. Because, Sundays are usually just the last day we have to relax. And so I like to get up, make myself a cup of coffee, and chat with all my fish nerd friends. So I love it. Thank you all so much for coming in on another Sunday. So I think actually tomorrow I am also going to be on a live stream. I am going to be on Fish Room Fever's stream. So if you guys have a chance and want to go over to James's channel and watch the stream over there, that would be awesome. James is awesome, and really, really great person. He also is going to be adding some fish to the Fish Collective, so going to be really awesome. Mains, Tails, Furs, and Fins says, how is the new Collective Fish Store thing going? Our Fish Collective is doing great. Like, it's going to take a little while for everything to kind of get set up to the way we want it, but right now it's doing awesome. We have, I believe, like 6 different people selling on the site officially with product, fish, snails, shrimps, because your fish just uploaded a ton of stuff to the Fish Collective, so that's really cool. Let me see here if I can actually tell you guys what he has put on the oh yeah, I think he put his link right there for his store. So all of the stores, since we built them all off of one, all the links have our Fish Collective, Fisher and Fever. So if you see that, it's not Fisher and Fever's store every time. It could be someone else's store. So keep that in mind. But yeah, no, Seth put up a bunch of stuff. He put up some Daisy Blue Rice Fish, some Corridor Plateus, and a couple other. Let me see here what he put up while I'm on the site, while I'm on here with you guys, just because I'm always on this, making sure everything looks good. He also put some golden back shrimp, some Bloody Mary shrimp, and some assassin snails. So like, there's a lot of really cool stuff coming on the site, just to additional add-on things that people need for their tanks. And I really just love that it's like all of us hobbyists being able to do that. And I'm just really happy with the community that we're building there. It's really cool because I think at the end of this month we're going to start posting how much money is in that Our Fish Collective collective fund. So part of every sale that is on the site goes into a fund. So if someone needs help for something, we can help out as a community with that fund. So I think at the end of every month we'll do a thing saying thank you, the collective fund is at this much money because of your purchases, which is really cool because it's you guys are already spending money on fish and everything, but it's really cool that we have the ability to say, as Our Fish Collective, we can say, look, so-and-so needs some help with something. Why don't we together go over and help out that person? So it's just really cool that we get the opportunity to do that. And that was something we really wanted to build into that site, was a way to give back even more. So we're really excited about that. That's just one extra thing, that we love to do. We've got Lav in the house. Good morning, Lav. She says, morning all, lurking and listening whilst having and dish cleaning. Ooh, that's my least favorite job. Yeah, so there's some really cool stuff coming up on the site. Anthony saying, I hope to join in a few months. That's awesome, Anthony. Yeah, it's really cool because I had a pretty long conversation with Lav last week, I believe, and we were just going over all this stuff. It was just really, I just wanted to. Each store within the site is their own store. And that's really what we're trying to do. So there's one more thing we're going to be doing, hopefully coming up soon, is on the bottom of every single photo that gets uploaded, we're going to put a watermark. So when you're on the main shop page, what breeder is selling that item. So it's a little bit more straightforward, which is really, really cool. So there's a lot of little changes that we're making, but each seller pretty much can ask us anything and we can make that change, which is really awesome. It's not we have to send it out to some company to do something for us. It's us doing it. So it's really easy for us to do. Well, it's not easy for us, but it's easier for us to make a change because we know how to do it, which is really awesome. So Lav says, while you're at the site, maybe you want some snails. Yes, Lav has some incredible snails. If you guys have a chance, definitely go check it out. Because your fish has some awesome shrimp on there, and his fish, HC Aqua's got awesome stuff on there. We've got a couple new people that are showing up on the Pick Your Breeder page. So there's going to be some new stuff coming up as you kind of take a look on the site. There's also merch for every one of our sellers on the site. So if you want a t-shirt from anybody, you can go on there and check it out. It's just really like we're trying to build it where it just makes more sense for everybody to sell on there, because it will make it a one-stop shop, which is really kind of what we want for everyone. I need to make sure real quick while we're on here that we made this one change, because Lav brought it to our attention that the shirt shipping was $20, and that wasn't right. It should only be like $7. Yeah, we need to make that change still. So if you're looking for a shirt, we will get that change made so that it's not a ridiculous amount for shipping, because it's not that much money. So we'll get that taken care of. So if you're taking a look at the site and you want a t-shirt from someone, just wait a little bit and we'll get that change made. Let's see. We got Foreman, a.k.a. Kenneth Oakes. Good morning to you as well. Misfits, Reptiles, and Aquatics. Good morning, everyone. Sorry I'm late. Had to stay over at work this morning. Hope everyone is having a fantastic morning. I think everyone's having a fantastic morning. You know, as long as people have their coffee or their drink of choice for their morning times. And, you know, it's a Sunday, and hopefully not many people are working. And tomorrow's a holiday. So, you know, in the U.S. at least. So it's really nice because, you know, I get to maybe sleep in a little bit tomorrow. But yeah. Sharon saying, everyone be sure to hit that like button. I appreciate that, Sharon. I love that kind of stuff. And YouTube loves it even more than me. Rico says, I bought a trio of guppies from the store. They all came in looking good. The male didn't make it. Not the store's fault, though. They did a great job packaging, and the females still look awesome. Oh, I didn't know that the female didn't, or the male didn't make it for you, Rico. I think we took care of that, if I remember correctly. Hopefully we did. I'm sorry about that, man. Yeah, this last, you know, everything's been so hot lately that we had to make a couple changes too. Like, we shipped out some fish, and they showed up, but USPS didn't send any notifications to the purchaser, so they were sitting on a doorstep for a few hours. But like, I think like 5 out of the 20 fish in the box didn't make it, which is actually not bad. If you're sitting outside in 100-degree weather and just baking, and they still did good. So we made a couple changes, so there's a lot more like notification stuff coming from us directly to the purchasers, instead of just hoping that USPS is doing it, because that's not the case half the time. So Lumpy Dog's in the house. Good morning. We got Chevy Fish in the house. Got lots of awesome people. We got Dia from Down the Wormhole. I appreciate everyone for coming in and hanging out with us this morning. We got Science Gal Aquatics. Good morning. I need to get with you so that we can schedule finally one of the live streams together. I keep like every week I keep thinking about it, and then Friday comes and I'm like, so I need to get with you and get that scheduled, just so that it's on the list of things, because I really want to do that, because you have an awesome channel. Misfits, Reptiles, and Aquatics. Hey, Guppy Guru, I breed dojo and clown loaches, and I'd love to get involved. Only issue is I'm out of stock until my babies grow out. Would I still be able to join without having any fish ready to go? Yes, 100%. So that's kind of the nice part too, is that, you know, if there's something that's out of stock, we just kind of remove it from the store. So there's really no like out of stock items on there, unless there's like one that people really want and they can pre-order for one of the sellers or something. But yes, 100% send in your information on the site, and we'll get you all set up and get it all going. So yeah, I mean, if you've got them going out right now, then we can start, you know, the process of getting everything set up for you, so that when you're ready to go, it's all good. So yeah. And then what we're also doing is a feature breeder of the week. So every week we change out the breeder of the front site. So right now, since we don't have so many people with stock, we're just kind of rotating the sellers with stock on the site. But if you do end up getting stuff on the site, it's just every week we're just changing it out to a new breeder. So every time you go to the site, it's pretty much brand new, which is really cool. That was Ian's idea, to make it just fresh and new. Big J says, anyone here see my last video and can help identify the name of the guppy? Oh, yeah, I was watching that, and I was wondering what it was. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick, and I might be able to tell you on stream, Big J. Let's see. We got lots more people coming in. We got Courtney. Good morning, Courtney. Good to see you. Glad you are actually awake. Let's see here. We got Vanoski Tanks. Good morning. We've got Vashil. Good morning. MVH Pets. Good to see you in here. Got lots of cool people. Mains, Tails, Furs, and Fins says, when you sign up to become a breeder, how long until you start posting your fish for sale? I have tried several times now. You have tried several times posting, or because we do have a process of like shipping stuff to us to make sure that everything goes well. So I would just check your inbox and make sure that you didn't get a message, because there's probably a message in there from one of us saying, that this is a process going forward. But we actually approve everything that gets posted on the site, because we want to make sure it's just fish, snail, shrimp, live animals, that kind of stuff. We don't want to do any foods or any of that kind of thing. It just doesn't work with what we've got going and the support that we have from a couple companies. So if you've got stuff that's ready to go, I would just check your inbox, because there's probably a message in there from Ian or myself. So yeah. All right, we got Brian. Good morning, Brian. Good to see you. Well done, Tanks. He said, I'll be lurking. Hopefully we'll be able to join the chat here in a minute. I appreciate it, Trent. Good to see you in the house this morning. Trent's been doing some awesome stuff over on his channel. If you guys haven't been able to go check out his stuff, definitely do go check him out. He's got this new 90-gallon tank in his new stream room, actually, where he's like changing it out. It's going to be really cool. I think you guys are all going to love it. Let me see here, Big J, if I can figure out what that fish is while we are on this stream. Because I remember looking at it and thinking, what was that? So Maria's in the house. Good morning, Maria. Good morning, monkeys. Good to see ya. Let me see here if I can figure out what this guppy is for you, Big J. Can't remember how far in it was. And of course this is very entertaining, because you guys can't see what I'm seeing, of course, but you can go over and watch Big J's video if you'd like. Let's see if I can figure this out here, bud. So it looks like it is a Dumbo. Yeah, you've got a Dumbo of some kind of red mosaic. Yeah, I think that's just a red mosaic Dumbo in that one tub. I think that's the one you're talking about. Let's see. Yeah, red mosaic. Really beautiful fish, one of my favorites. Absolutely love those. That was my first true love guppy right there. Was the red mosaic. People in the house saying good morning to Courtney and Trent. I appreciate it. So if anyone's got any questions, let me know in the chat. Lots of really cool things are coming into the fish room. We've got, I think, 4 or 5 videos that are up and ready to go, like on the channel, which is really cool. Trent and I just filmed a video together this last week, which is really awesome. And I think he said his portion, we're doing like a 2-part video. So his portion will come out on Friday of this week. And then mine will come out, I believe, on Tuesday the next week. So it'll be 2 weeks from now. Will be Tuesday when that video comes out. But it's going to be like a 2-part series, which would be really cool. You guys can definitely go check it out and see, because it should be really awesome. The fish that I got are really beautiful, and I am very excited about them. So yeah. They're even, like, the longer they've been here, the more beautiful they have gotten too, which is really cool. People are already drawn to them when they walk in the house. Rico says, oh yeah, I watched that one. The female guppy was huge. Yeah, she was big lady. I've got a couple in the pond that are just massive. I mean, like, they're like this big, and it's just, they look like swordtails. They're huge. But there's a lot of guppies in the pond right now, like a ton. So I need to start figuring out. It is getting a little colder here. Let me check and see what the weather. So this last week we had like a day that was like the high of 60, when the lows was down in like the 30s. But right now we're still sitting in the, Tuesday. Oh, that's Park City. We don't want Park City. Tuesday is going to be 60 degrees down here. So pretty cold. Wednesday 67, then 73, 82, 87, 89, 91, 91. So kind of cold. But I do have heaters in with the guppies out there, so they should be okay, just for those couple days that are a little bit colder. So we've got my mom in the house. Good morning, Mom. Karen Cassidy. Hugh and Mom are in the garage too. I love it. Thanks, Mom. Thanks for coming. Hugh is the betta fish that she and I made that video on, where she made her own tank for him, which is really cool. Really fun video to make, and we're probably going to be doing like an update on it here soon for you guys, because she loves her little betta fish. Lav saying, how are the new fish doing in the Bob Ross tank? They're doing awesome. So Falcor, which is the Bisher, the platinum Bisher, beautiful, beautiful fish. He is just hilarious and fun and exciting, and I love him. And then we have the tiger knife fish, which is really cool, but he hides a ton. So it's really hard to see him or interact with him at all, but they're doing awesome. There will be a part 2 coming out probably. I'm going to try to maybe film it this week and get it out for you guys next week, just so you can see kind of the update on him, because he's changed a lot since we put him in there. He's gotten better coloration. He's way more lively. He loves eating. He eats shrimp and extreme big fella pellets, and he does awesome. He's loving life. MVH says, based on your experience, what's your opinion on keeping a large school angelfish either with medium to large size South American cichlids? Will the other fish outcompete them for food? So I don't have much experience with angelfish, except for the ones that are behind me in the 75. I don't think that would be a great setup to do the South American cichlids with angelfish. I think you'd be kind of asking for a little bit of a dominant situation there. And one could definitely take advantage of the other ones and beat them up pretty good. I would kind of avoid it. Just better safe than sorry on that situation. If you could get like a smaller cichlid, you might be fine. Or if you have a big enough tank, you should be, you could be okay, but I wouldn't risk it. I don't like to risk too many things. So when it comes to like stocking stuff, like I have the pea puffers in the 75, and they're doing great in there. And that's like the biggest risk I had to take. So, yeah, I don't know if I would do that. I think he'd kind of be biting off a little more than you could chew there, or they could be biting off way more of the other fish than they could chew. So yeah. Leo's in the house. Good morning, Leo. Good to see you. The Undertaker Callaway, taking a different name. Brian says, today is going to be high 90s and Tuesday 5 inches of snow and 36 degrees. Gotta love Denver weather. Yeah, we're really close to you guys. I'm up in Salt Lake, and I do some work down in Denver. So yeah, I'm used to that fun like temperature swings that we get, our bipolar weather out here. Hopefully you guys are doing okay down there. I mean, that's a lot of snow to be getting in September, but it happens, and then it'll probably be 90 degrees again later that week for you, just like it will for us. So all right, we got lots of people saying good morning still. The Undertaker Callaway says Betta Gang is in the house. Oh, okay. That makes way more sense now. Okay. Good to see you in the house, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, so the Guppy Gang, is kind of the name of the members group. So really, really cool that we got some cool people in here hanging out with us. Sand Creek Aquatics 2 says, I didn't know you had pea puffers. Yeah, I do. I have 4 of them. I think there's 3. I haven't been able to find the 4th one. I think just one of them just was older in this tank right behind me. So there's angelfish in there. There's hillstream loaches. There's endlers. There's all sorts of stuff in that tank. And the pea puffers do great. So, yeah. Laugh says, love the mug this morning, Peter. Yeah, this was a gift from my lady. This is a Coochie Kopi from Bob's Burgers. If you've ever seen Bob's Burgers, you will know what it is. And it's one of our favorite shows. So I saw this mug and I was like, ooh, I want that. And then I never bought it. And then Courtney got it for me for my birthday. So Kaylor says, angels are SA cichlids and usually mix well in a large tank with others. Yeah, so like I think he said large South American cichlids, and I think that's what I was trying to say. Maybe I didn't say that properly, but he said large South American cichlids, and I don't think that would be a good mix there for sure. Because any larger fish is definitely going to get more dominant. Leo says, Peter, when does it start snowing in Utah? That is a great question. No one has the answer to that. Usually it's like... my cat's going crazy. Mid to end October. But sometimes we've had snow in July and, September. So it's all dependent on really everything. So just really hard to like judge it because no one can really judge weather very well. So goldfish gone wild. I just got some Dumbo panda guppies from Dan's Fish. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I've got some of those. They are a couple of my favorite ones. They are super cute. Definitely a really fun fish for like a nano tank because they're so small. Misfit says, hey, Guppy Guru, what would it take for you to do the full tour of your fish room in the next week or two? It'd be so awesome. So I am planning on doing one. October is when I will hit my 1 year mark on YouTube, and I will do a full fish room tour because I kind of want to make it like a momentum, occasion. I don't want to just do a tour to do a tour. So I want to make it like, 1 year, and then maybe after that I'll do more, like maybe once every couple weeks, or not couple weeks, couple months, so you guys can see what's new. But I really want to like make it 1 year, like 1 year, and then do a whole nother tour, because I think that would just be really cool. Like, because I can go back and I can pull my old video and I can show like the progression in 1 year, because it is insane how many more tanks I have in 1 year. Like in 1 year I went from one tank to now I think I'm at like 46. So including the ponds. So kind of a lot, but definitely in the process of working on that, Misfits. So just keep your eyes open for it, but it will be coming in October. We got Maria saying good morning to Chevy Fish. We got Crowntail Half Moon in the house. Good morning, Crowntail. Good to see ya. We got lots of awesome people as always in the chat. We got 37 people in here. Woof. I appreciate it. Oh, 40? We got 40 people now. Just jumped on me. Let's see. Yeah, we got 40 people, but only 26 likes. And 1 thumbs down. I love it. I love the thumbs down. I appreciate it. Lab says, snow in July. Well, almost sounds like New England haven't had snow in April. We've had snow in April, but July is crazy. Yeah, we were, when I was younger, I think it was my like 10th or 11th birthday. We were swimming up in Park City. July 8th is my birthday, and it was snowing on us while we were swimming in the pool. July 8th. It was crazy. Yeah. Absolutely crazy. It happens. It's one of those things that it's just like, what are you going to do about it? But it was really weird because we were swimming and it was warm and it was snowing and strange. Amy saying your cat is stalking your fish. Yeah, so Gamora actually has a friend in these bottom tubs. So in the last tub over there, there is a salt and pepper platy in there. And she like will put her paw in there, and that fish will like swim into her paw, and it is the cutest thing. So she just likes to watch them, and then she drinks out of the tub, so I have to fill those up a lot. But she's never eaten a fish, never had any problems with that. She just likes to watch them, and that one is her friend. So Leo says, haters gonna hate Pete. You must be doing something good when you got haters. Yeah, there are a couple comments that I've actually had to remove from the channel just because they're inappropriate. I don't like that kind of stuff, but it's going to happen, and I appreciate all the love because it definitely washes out any hate that we will get. And we're in the fish community, so there are people out there that think, keeping fish in glass boxes is cruel and whatnot. So, yeah. And Ray says, hi, I just received guppies with Calamanus. Do you think General Cure should kill it off? It should help. It won't technically kill it off. So you're going to need something a little bit more intense. Let me see here. I've got quite a few, medications. I've gone through a lot of it. Luckily, I don't have any in the garage, so I haven't been able to really test the Fritz Maricin on it to see if it does much as far as that goes. But fish bendazole or fenbendazole is a really good one for that. That does really, really well. And then Paracleanse is also another really good one. Like I said, I haven't tried this on Calamanus because I don't have any fish with Calamanus, because I just go through and treat as soon as I get them in. But General Cure definitely will help for sure. If you have General Cure, do Icax, and then do your water changes, get all that substrate cleaned out, because they will drop those eggs, and then if you don't get those out of the substrate, it'll just keep growing and growing and growing and growing. So yeah, just kind of keep an eye on that for sure. But yeah, General Cure is a great one. I would definitely use it if you've got it, for sure. You may have to do a couple doses of it, but you should be fine. Rico says, I live right on Lake Ontario. Wow. Yeah, it's morning time. And get a ton of lake effect. There is a town 70 miles from us that got 11 feet of snow in a week a few years ago, and it didn't break their record. Dang. Yeah, that's a lot. We also get lake effect here from the Great Salt Lake, up in the mountains and stuff. So really, 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 really good snow here. Actually, it's scientifically proven the best on Earth. So it's awesome. But yeah, no, I understand what the lake effect is 100%, because we get that a lot here. Lav says, that's the most adorable thing. Yeah, it is really cute. Like, the first time I saw Gamora doing that with the salt and pepper platy, I was like freaking out because I thought she was going to eat it. And then I realized that they do it every day now. She's actually probably going to go back right now. And oh, no, she decided to leave the garage. But she just goes over there and puts her little paw in there, and the fish comes right up into her paw and hangs out with her. It's super cute. Super cute. The Undertaker says, Betta has a new name, and it's Kane. And Take it. I'm not sure if I pronounced that right. Shave a Fish. Hi, and Ray. Sorry you were dealing with Calamanus worms. Yeah, it's like, that is like the worst possible thing to get in a guppy tank. Definitely the worst. I've had it a couple times. It wiped out a whole tank of mine once. Luckily, I was able to kind of rein it into just that one tank. But that's another reason why I don't run like sumps. Because if I were to run a sump system, it would go through that whole system and all of them would get it, and that's just not something I really want to have to deal with. So that's why each individual tank in the garage is just by itself, and I do manual water changes. So all right. Sand Creek Aquatic says, hi all, I finally have a logo of my own I will be adding to my channel today. I will be ordering some stickers as well. Awesome, Amy. That's really cool. Amy, if you need some stickers, let me know. I've got a really good source for them that we're using for our Fish Collective, and I get you some good prices on there for them. If you want to message me, we can make sure that you're not that you're getting a good deal. So, Goldfish says, I've got to go work in the fish room, so have a good rest of your stream. I appreciate it. Thank you for coming in and hanging out. Crowntail says, have you tried any of the med foods from Everything Aquatic? I heard it helps with calamanus or calamaris. I have not. I don't really like medicated foods that are like prepackaged. I just don't. I like to know what I'm putting in, if that makes sense. So I would rather take like, I actually have it right here. I'd rather take like a Repashy, like the community, and then mix in my own medications and then feed it off that. And then I know the dosage. So I kind of like to do things on my own and make sure that like I understand what's going on in it. But I have not. I've heard good things about it, but I've also heard that it doesn't work. So it's an iffy situation. So I have not personally, so I don't have any experience with it, but I like to make my own because then I know what's going into it. Leo says, Peter, what's the next fish you want to start breeding, or better yet, what's the fish you always wanted to breed? So actually there are new fish in the garage that I got from Aquahuna. The video will be coming out soon on that, and they are actually kind of like behind me somewhere. Yeah, they're behind me somewhere. And hopefully I can get them to breed because it'll be really, really cool. Very beautiful fish, and I've wanted to breed them for a while. But my problem is I want to breed every fish, and therefore I don't have enough tanks. So, but yeah, I mean, the fish I want to breed right now, I really want to get another Platinum Bisher and breed those because I think that would be incredible to get Platinum Bisher babies in the U.S., like U.S. bred Platinum Bishers, but that's probably not really an option right now because that fish was very expensive. So yeah, I mean, I love my guppies. I've got lots of Dumbos now. I ordered a couple more trios, and then I'm actually working on potentially getting an import of Dumbo guppies. So I will be filming all that and the whole process of bringing those in, and all that, like treating them and everything, because there's really not a whole lot out there on that kind of stuff. But I want to be able to offer more of the fish that I personally love. And Dumbo guppies are like my favorite. So I wanted to do a bigger import of those so that I can get more out there into the hobby, because they're hard to find. They really are. They're really hard to find and at a good price. Like that's the other problem, is like they're super expensive to get Dumbo guppies. So I really want to make sure that I can get them to you guys for actual good price. But yeah, I mean, I want to breed everything, Leo. It's really hard to pick, but I would like, I don't know. I'm having a really hard time breeding Cory cats. I don't know why. I can't breed Cory cats. So yeah, I mean, I've bred my Hillstreams. I've bred almost everything else. But the Cory cats I have yet to breed. And then the snails, I'm still trying to get them to lay a clutch for me. I haven't got anything out of them. So I'm just waiting and seeing what else I can get to breed in the meantime. So we will see. But I got tons of guppies, so that's good. Yeah. MVH Pet says, I'm doing a podcast style series on my channel where I talk to other channels on different aquarium topics. I was wondering if you're interested in doing a video on breeding fish. Yeah, I would definitely do that. Message me on Instagram and we can talk more about it. I was doing a couple of those with Lazarus, the fish boy out in Australia. I've been working with him on a few videos, sending him out some ideas and that kind of stuff. So really cool. I love doing that kind of stuff, spreading that guppy love, getting the community involved. So it's something I just love doing. So yeah, of course, message me and we can figure out the logistics. We got a new member. Thank you, Sand Creek Aquatics, too. Amy, I appreciate it. I don't know if the thingy popped up. Did it pop up? It didn't come up. Ah, shoot. I'm sorry, Amy. Usually there's like this fun thing in the corner. But thank you so much, Amy. Welcome to the Guppy Gang. Woo woo! Guppy Gang member. I think there was actually another couple members that have been added to the channel. So let me also say a thank you to them because it wasn't during a live stream. So I want to make sure that each and every one of you guys gets a thank you. I did put out a video, I think last week, just a quick, oh, there it is. It's finally up. It came up. There it goes. Woo, woo. Now, see, that works better. Okay. I think that's what I'm going to start doing from now on, is doing that raise the roof thing. Even though it's cringy and horrible, I kind of like it. You know? It's me. I'm weird. You know, like, I'm a strange one. And I think that's a really good intro to welcoming you to the Guppy Gang. So I appreciate it, Amy. Also, Amy, I am going to be shipping out that stuff for you this next week, so we can get you taken care of. Because I really want to get you taken care of. Because I'm sorry. Like, there's so much going on, and life gets in my way half the time, and then the space on the smaller stuff like that, and I hate doing that, and I am very sorry about that. But welcome to the Guppy Gang. I appreciate it. It means so much. Let's see who else we had join up in the Guppy Gang. I had someone just join up without me knowing, which was pretty cool. We had Black Label Carling. She joined up yesterday, and I appreciate that. That is awesome. And then Leo joined up with us as well during the last premiere of the video. So really awesome. We have some really awesome people being part of the Guppy Gang. So I appreciate it. It's really cool. Yeah, and I am working on like upgrading those like little like thingies and that kind of stuff to make them more personalized, like, you know, actual Guppy stuff. But I also love SpongeBob, so I'm not opposed to having SpongeBob stuff on. So yeah. But welcome, Amy. I appreciate it. All right, let's see. Let me get back into the chat here and see what we had going on. I missed quite a bit. Pernell says, are there instructions on your Artfish Collective site for getting started as a seller? Mainly curious about what you mentioned about everyone packing shipping the same way. Yeah, so on our site, you can go there, you can click that Become a Breeder tab, and then it'll send it in like a thing to us, and then we can go through with you and get all set up. So it's pretty much, we want to make sure that everyone who's like doing it isn't like a bot or someone who doesn't have any idea like that they're signing up for it, or it's just like a scam thing. We go through and vet every single person. So, but yeah, it's one of those things. We want to make sure that like everyone has the ability to ship at the best possible way. So like I know with Because Your Fish, he's been shipping for years. So we didn't really have to do any test shipments with him. His system's perfect. He's got oxygen in his garage, which not everyone has oxygen tanks in their garage, so they can't do that system. So that's where the breather bags are really helpful. And we come through and kind of help you with that whole process. And like with logos and all that stuff. So we really just try our best to help you out as much as possible. So definitely just go on the site, click the Become Breeder tab, and then it'll have you like fill out a form, and then it'll send it to us, and then we can get you set up. Andre says, thank you for the help. Very irritated as someone sent them to me and it was very obvious. I hate that. That is not good. I'm sorry to hear that, man. That is not good at all. Yeah, I would try, the fenbendazole. It's not cheap. Like I bought this thing. Can't remember how much it was, but I've had this for quite a long time. So it's something that you will use a lot, until that goes away. And I'm lucky I haven't had to use this a lot. But it does come in like, packages, like little sealed packages, just like the General Cure does. I think that these are made for the 10-gallon tank, if I remember correctly. There's instructions on here, but it's it's really like I just take one of these packets, I mix it in with my Repashy, and then the fish actually consume it. I think that's the best way to do it, because then it really gets through their system. But I'm really sorry to hear that you had that going on with your fish. That sucks. Also, I live in the UK and struggle to get good meds for fish, so I have to order mine from the US on eBay. Thanks for all the suggestions. Of course, yeah, no, it's definitely really hard to get stuff out there, and I'm sorry to hear that. Leo says, how was your experience with Aquahuna, Peter? I liked the shipping process and quality. I had a great experience with Aquahuna. The video will probably be coming out this week on that. I had no issues. The one issue I did have, though, which I will let you guys know now before that video comes out, since you're watching, is all of the panda Cory cats have died. So I don't know if it's just the genetics from panda Corys or what, but I was talking with Trent as well, and every panda Cory he's brought in have also died on him. So I don't know if it's like just our water isn't right for them, which isn't true. Like, it can't be the case. I have a ton of other Cory cats and they're doing fine. So I don't know if it's just the panda Cory genetics that are not great. But I did lose every single one of those panda Corys within like a day. So I'm not sure, but everything else that I got was doing great. So I don't know. I just hate losing fish, and I really, really want panda Corys. They're super cute. But I don't know if they're like wholesaling them in and then they're just coming in. I don't know. Misfit says, those are so pretty. I keep a couple Senegals. Yeah, so the platinum is a Senegal, which is really awesome because they stay a little bit smaller than like the ornates. So that's why I chose that one. But the platinum is absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Half Moon saying, can you share what meds you mix in with the Repashy, what measurement of meds to Repashy, and how quickly you use it before it isn't active? Maybe do a video. Yeah, I can definitely do that. That's something I'm actually working on a lot of videos. I have about a list of maybe 100 of them I want to make. So it's one of those things that I just don't have enough time in the day. And I also want to make sure that every video I put out is staying at my best possible quality going forward, but also that I'm improving each video. So as you will see, like, some videos that are coming out are going to be even better and better and better, and I'm hoping that that's kind of just the case until I get to a point where I'm very happy with the quality. So it's something that it may come out in a month, it may come out in 6 months. I just don't know yet. But it's definitely something I have on the list for sure, Crown Tail. There's like a huge list of videos that I want to make, and the problem is I work full time, and then I have my life, my normal like day-to-day stuff, and then I have the fish stuff. So it's like, it's really hard for me to do all of them. So I try my best, and I think I do pretty good at what I don't know. But I just don't have enough time in the day to do everything I want to do, which really kind of sucks. And since this isn't a full-time gig, like, this is my passion, my hobby, it's really hard for me to be able to, like, just wake up and come in here and film for a whole, day on a Tuesday. Like, that would be like the best case scenario. But with, life, I have my normal job. Like, I have to go and do work so that I can be able to pay for some of my stuff. It's kind of hard to say, yeah, I'll make a video on that for sure, and then have it come out like the next week. It's just very difficult for that kind of stuff. But I try my best, and I hope you guys understand that. But I just don't have enough time to do everything like right away. And I really wish I did, because it would be so nice if, like, you had that question and I could be like, yeah, here's a video, on Tuesday. Like, it would be so cool. But it's one of those things I just don't have. I wish I had more time. And that's where I really do love, like, the community, because, people have videos out on that kind of stuff. So that's where, like, our fish collective is coming in is where I can be like, yeah, you know, so-and-so seller on our Fish Collective has made a video on that. Go check it out. Like, that's something I really want to do, for sure. So, and that's why we have that media page on the website, is so that you guys can go and see like all their channels or Instagrams or whatever's on there, because there's a lot of really awesome, interesting content on that page. We got Fish Tank Barn. Good to see you, Mike. He says lurking in the background. I appreciate it. Fish Tank Barn is an awesome channel too. He is doing a lot of really cool improvements to his channel, new logos, new videos, new sound, all that stuff. He's definitely doing it right. So I appreciate you coming in and hanging out with us. Sharon Miller saying good morning to everyone. Everyone's saying welcome to the Guppy Gang to Sand Creek. I'm way back in the chat. I'm sorry, everybody. So we're just kind of scrolling through as we go. So let's see here. Yeah, it's really cool, like, to see the green names in the chat. Super cool. I appreciate that. It's so cool. Big City Bettas is in the house. Good morning. Good to see ya. She said, I just scrolled all the way down. All the way down. Wow, I missed a lot of chat. I was chit-chatting for too long. Just wanted to pop in and send some love. Hope everyone is having a great day. No, we appreciate that. Like, you guys are the coolest. And Your Fish, that's a really great channel too. She's starting to make some more videos. If you want to go check her out, she's got some really cool stuff. You made Luna giggle. That made my day. Made my day. Julia is saying you are goofy. I am goofy. Yes, 100%. I am a weirdo, and I love it, and that's the way I am. So, yeah. I kind of tone it down for a lot of the videos and live streams and stuff, but you can ask Courtney if she's still in the chat. I am very weird. Like, I'm a strange one. Like, I try my best to be as collected and calm and like this, you know, but no, I'm strange. I'm weird. And I love it. So I'm going to start bringing that more into the channel just because it's who I am. And I just, you know, I want to be me for you guys. I am probably like 90% me half the time. You know, but it's also one of the things, like, you know, if you jump on my channel and you see the woo woo for the first time, like, what, you don't know. Like, so I'm just trying my best to make everyone happy. So, but then again, I want myself to be happy, and that's like 90% of what I do is just doing what I love. And yeah. Dylan says, I couldn't get my Corys to have babies until I started pulling their eggs. I think other fish and maybe snails were eating the eggs before they could hatch. Yeah, for sure, Dylan. That's definitely going on. And Dylan is a local Utah Fancy Guppy Club member. Good to see you in here, Dylan. I appreciate it. We got Danikin Aquatics. Good to see you in the chat as well. Atkins Nature Aquariums. I love the name change. Super awesome. Definitely fits you a lot better. Sand Creek Aquatics says, I love SpongeBob. I love SpongeBob too. Who doesn't love SpongeBob? SpongeBob is the best. SpongeBob is the best. And then Courtney in the chat says, Maria, he is a complete goof. Yep, 100%. 100%. Maria says, Courtney, I still have the screenshot of him putting 2 sponge filters next to his head for size. I got a big head. Like, I don't think you guys know, but I got a big head. Like, this is a big old lunchbox on top of my shoulders. I got neck problems, you know, like, yeah. It's because I got, you know, they say the human head weighs 8 pounds. I got like a 25-pound head. Massive. Massive head. Leo says, on a serious note, yes, thank you. How do you keep your guppy fry population in check? I don't. I let them breed like crazy. I do my water changes. I feed like crazy. And I get lots of babies. Like, that's the best possible scenario for me. I do definitely cull a lot, though. Like, I go through, and if anything's not meeting like the perfect colors or something like that, I'll pull them and put them in the mutt tank, or out in the pond right now. So I don't worry about population control. I just let them do their thing, and you know, the strongest survive. I even actually had the red albinos breed And I didn't pull the babies out of there, and we still have 2 babies swimming around. So that's pretty impressive, because usually they will eat all of their fry. So Big City Betta says internal parasites are a real issue for bottom feeders and scale fish, which Corey's are both. Yeah, I think that's what happened, for sure. Like, I wanted to try the Paracleanse on them, so I did Paracleanse. I did ICX on that tank when I got those in, and I just think they were too far gone, unfortunately. But yeah. But Dylan said, I am breeding Panda Corys. I can get some to you once they grow. Yeah, like that's the best case scenario, is to get ones from people you trust and know and are local. So for sure, Dylan, I think we've talked about it a couple times, but I will definitely take you up on that for sure. Misfit says, oh wow, I didn't know the Platinums were, well, that's neat. I think you're maybe talking to Maria on that one. Sand Creek Aquatics 2, I had a disastrous day in my big fish tank that was originally Nathan's yesterday. I did a video on it. I'm super sad, but now I have to buy some new fish to replace the ones I lost. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Amy. That sucks. But, it's one of those things, like, it does happen. I hate losing fish. But we keep fish. It's gonna happen. I mean, the problem with my fish room is I have so many guppies that I end up losing, one a week or whatever. But it's just because of old age or something, and I don't like losing fish. But it does happen. Definitely does happen. But I'm very sorry to hear that, Amy. It's really hard when you lose, like, especially because it was Nathan's tank. Like, that's got to be really hard. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah. But I'm sure you'll restock it with some awesome ones and make him proud. The Undertaker says, I'm making some coffee. Who wants a cup? I would love another cup. I think I am down to 10% here. Yep. We got lots of people talking and saying sorry to Sand Creek. We got Ed. Good morning, Ed. Good to see you chatting, Ed. The Red-Eared Slider says, hey, Guppy Guru, love your content. I appreciate that. You've been doing some awesome comments on the videos, just, sending that love over. I appreciate that. It means a lot. Like a lot. So I appreciate it. We got lots of people saying good morning to everybody. We got 24 likes and 45 people watching. Don't forget to hit the like button. Yeah, thanks, Leo. I appreciate that. Because your fish is dropping all the links today. I appreciate that, man. That's awesome. Thank you. Dragonlair says you have to be strange to be a fish keeper, Peter. Yeah, that's kind of true. I mean, we do keep fish in glass boxes, and I have a whole garage that is a fish room. And then, yeah, so it's very true. Sand Creek says, be who you are. I am 90% of the time. Like, I just kind of tone it down a little bit because I'm a little weird. But it's fine. I love being weird. Definitely love being weird. Leo says, normal is boring. Yeah, it is, for sure. Chevy Fish says, I declare goofy people live longer. Huh. Interesting. I'm going to have to put that to the test. My crazy cat wants coffee. Oof. I would not give my cat coffee. She'd be crazy. Mains, Tails, Furs, and Fins says, if I wanted to sell my betta on your site, I can't ship them in breather bags. So what do we do about that? Actually, I shipped bettas in breather bags with no problems. So that's a common misconception. But I shipped 40 bettas in breather bags all over the country. And they did great. So that's just like one of those common things that they say you shouldn't. But I have never had an issue with it. So not a problem in my mind. So yeah, I honestly think they get there better in breather bags. Even though they are a labyrinth breeder, they need air. You just leave a little pocket and they're fine. They'll be fine. They also have gills, so they're fine. But yeah, like I said, I've shipped 20 something bettas, 30 something bettas in breather bags all over the country with no issues. So yeah. Chattanooga says more guppies are better than less guppies. 100% agree with that. Chevy Fish says lurk mode, going outside to catch live food for my fish out of my rain barrel phone in my pocket. I appreciate that, Chevy Fish. Hopefully it's not mosquitoes. It's something else, because I hate mosquitoes. I've been eaten alive that, like, do you see that? A mosquito bite on my inside of my arms. I got them all over my legs. I hate mosquitoes. Sand Creek says, would a 5-gallon be okay to start a guppy tank with? A gallon due to lack of space. A 5-gallon due to lack of space. Yeah, I mean, you could definitely start a colony like in there. You could do a trio in a 5-gallon and then pull the babies out. You're probably not you're gonna have to do a lot of water changes, that's for sure, and watch what you feed in that. But yeah, you should be able to. Yeah. A really good guppy for a 5-gallon tank is the panda guppies. So they're the dwarf panda guppies. They're a beautiful little fish. I've got some for sale on the site right now, I believe. Really, really beautiful fish, for sure. So Dragonlair says, I love your drinking coffee out of a frog cup. So this is not a frog. This is a Coochie Kopi from Bob's Burgers, a Fox show on the television. And this is just a really, really fun cup. So this is a night light in the show, and I saw the mug and I was like, I really want that. The Radio Slider says, I wish I could join your members, but I'm a 7th grader. No, I appreciate just watching and liking the videos. Like, that is a lot too. Like, the support we have gotten over this last year has been mind-blowingly incredible, and I love all of it. Like, it doesn't matter if you're a member or just a subscriber or what, but like, I love it. So thank you all so much for coming and hanging out. Just like my fiance said, we are just glad you're here. I really appreciate it. Rebel Cowgirl 01 says, what is your definition of a mutt gup? So my mutt guppies are probably pretty high quality. So pretty much anything you see behind me, if there's something that just doesn't meet that coloration, I pretty much just pull it and put it in the mutt tank. So, like, let's say it's a blue ear red tail Dumbo, but the red tail is coming out more blue, mutt tank. Like, so there's just a crazy amount of like really good fish in that, in my mutt tank. Let's see what else we got going on in the chat. The Undertaker says, I have a pink flamingo cup. Ooh, nice. Yeah, I love mugs. Like, I got my axolotl mug right here. I got my Aquarium Co-op mug. I got mugs all over the place. It's a problem. We're going to have to build like a mug rack in the garage here just for all the mugs. Because I'm going to just start making mugs of people's logos just to have them because I would like them. Maria says, do you still use the lids from your videos? Yes, I do. 100% of them are made from those lids. I've made a couple modifications to a few of them. So like over there, since I'm doing the auto feeders on all of them now, I've made like little holes with like a bump guard so that all the food will go in. But yes, 100% still using them. I've got a couple of the old styles on this rack, which I need to make the new style ones, the sliders, because I just haven't had enough time. But there's only like 3 that aren't the ones I made by myself. So, but they're still holding up awesome, doing great. They do warp a little bit, but other than that, which I actually kind of like the warp because the water drips back into the tank, but that's just me. Maria said, is there ever going to be a Courtney Ray tank? There actually is a Courtney Ray tank. So Courtney has her own Betta sorority tank in her office. It's got bettas, it's got shrimp. It's got a Pandagara. It's got some Amano shrimp, and I think a long fin bristlenose, if I remember correctly. And that's all in her office, and it's doing great. Like she said, Maria, I miss Fuma too much, but maybe one day I'll have another fish friend that I love. Yeah, so Fuma was in that tank, and Fuma passed away, which is the betta we got in San Francisco from Aquatic Ocean Aquarium in San Francisco. We brought him all the way back on the plane, but there's a betta sorority in her tank right now. And it's beautiful, absolutely beautiful tank. When I do the fish room tour, I will probably end up showing that tank as well because it's gorgeous. She did an incredible job scaping that one, and so I would love to show that one to you guys as well. Mains, tails, furs, and fins says, yeah, mutt guppies really aren't mutts at all. No, mine are really nice. Like, I threw a couple Dumbo females that just weren't they weren't doing any coloration for me. Out into my mutt pond, and I've now got really beautiful half Dumbo, half standard cobra, really, really cool. Sand Creek Aquatic says, do you sell your mutt guppies? I do. Yeah, there's 10 packs I think on our site. Let me see what they are. I always forget how much the mutts are. I try to keep everything as low as I possibly can because it just I spend a lot of money on my fish, but I want to make sure you guys don't have to. So 10 mutts are $20, so $2 a piece, but they're really nice ones, in my opinion. That's just me. Because your fish dropped the link to the DIY lid video, I appreciate that. X Scully says, got the stand for my 55-gallon yesterday, so I'm going to go fill up the new tank. Claps excitedly. Oh, I thought you said it clapped. It collapsed excitedly. I was like, oh no. Have a great day, everyone. See you the next time. I appreciate it, Scully. Thank you for coming in. The Redditor Slider says, greetings from San Francisco. MTS is a real thing. I have 3 tanks, 2 planted, 1 turtle. Yeah, no, that's awesome. You got to start somewhere. Start small. You've got you're 7th grade, so you've got a long way to go. Just wait till you get old enough to where you can start affording 45 tanks, and then you will, yeah. Then you'll have too many, just like me. But it looks like it's 10 o'clock, so let's all head over to Down the Wormhole stream and bombard her with hashtag GuppyGang. I appreciate every single person who joined in on the chat today, and thank you Sand Creek Aquatics too for joining up in the memberships. It means so much that all of you guys are willing to help support the passion that is this garage. Every single cent that comes in here goes right back into this kind of stuff. I actually spend way more than it's come in, but I love it. It's my passion. I love doing it, and the fact that you guys are willing to support that is even more impressive, and it's a beautiful experience. So thank you, Amy, and thank you everyone else who is part of the memberships. It means a lot. So we will all jump over to Down the Wormhole stream, give her some love, hashtag GuppyGang.